Hello everyone, and welcome to Earth Archives. Before we start, if you enjoy these kinds of deep conversations that let you think slowly and awaken slowly, remember to subscribe, like, and share this with that friend who's been saying, "I feel so lost lately." They'll understand. You know, recently I keep telling myself this one thing: I'm lost. I don't know where to start. No matter which path I choose, it feels unsafe. Everything seems chaotic. And then I keep repeating it in my mind, like a mantra, hoping for some comfort. But the more I say it, the emptier it feels. How would you interpret this state?
I'll give you an honest answer, though it might sting a little. You're not lost. You're just afraid to start. Actually, this isn't just my opinion. Jung said this. And he said it because, from his perspective, being lost is never a real state. It's more like a psychological defense mechanism. Your self creates this fog to protect you from something far scarier than confusion, something called transformation.
So you mean, all this time I thought I didn't know my direction, I was actually avoiding it?
Exactly. And it's not that you're lying to yourself, it's yourself protecting you. Jung knew one thing clearly. Deep down, we already know the direction. That knowing doesn't come from the rational mind. It comes from a deeper unconscious. And it signals you in very strange ways, through recurring dreams, vague unease, thoughts that tighten your chest when they appear, and that quiet voice in the depths of your soul. That voice isn't a hallucination. That's the path.
But if I really know it, why am I afraid to take it?
Because walking that path comes with a high price. You must personally let go of the version of yourself you've spent years constructing, the people-pleasing self, the seemingly stable and reasonable career identity, the good child, the partner who appears like everything is fine. None of these are fake. They've carried you this far. But they cannot take you to where you truly need to go. And starting anew means a symbolic death of who you are now.
That sounds terrifying. No wonder I've been stuck.
Exactly. The new you is unknown, wild, uncertain. The self hates uncertainty. It'd rather stay in the familiar pain of stagnation than jump into the abyss of fully existing. That's why you spend hours researching, planning, waiting for a so-called better moment. As long as you're preparing, you don't have to truly live yet.
So when I say I need more clarity, I'm really just procrastinating?
More precisely, you're postponing responsibility. Because once you truly start, every outcome, failure, regret, rests on your shoulders. You can't blame luck, timing, or lack of clarity. Jung was blunt. Clarity always comes after action, never before. The harsh truth is, you'll never feel fully ready. You'll feel fear, feel like you're making mistakes, feel like you're leaving everything familiar. And that's because you really are.
Does everyone go through this?
Yes. And this is exactly what Jung called the path of individuation. It's not about becoming more successful. It's about becoming truly yourself, not the person the world trained you to be, or the person expected of you. So I'll turn it around. If you stop lying to yourself right now, do you really not know what you should do? Don't overthink it. Don't dress it up. The first answer that comes up, that's the real one.
I think I actually know. I just don't dare admit it.
That's exactly it. You're not lost, you're afraid. And fear's favorite mask is called confusion. Have you ever felt something inside you trying to break free, roaring, yet at the same time terrifying you? That's not a bad thing. That's the core of who you really are knocking on the door. Jung called this the call of individuation. It's not romantic, it's often brutal, because it asks you to give up safety and face the truth.
But I'm really scared. Once I start, there's no turning back.
And that fear is normal, because what's stopping you isn't the world or fate. It's three very subtle yet extremely powerful fears. First, the death of your current identity. Starting a new path means you symbolically kill the self that society has recognized. Second, total responsibility. Once you start, success and failure are entirely yours. Third, confronting the unknown. You don't know who you will become, and the self sees this uncertainty as a threat of death.
So that's why I've been trapped all this time.
And the cruel thing is, being lost actually has benefits. As long as you can say, I don't know what to do, you don't have to choose, commit, offend anyone, or admit that you don't like your current life. This invisible sense of safety lets you stay forever in possibility, without facing reality.
So I've actually been using confusion to protect myself?
Yes, but that protection slowly becomes a prison. Long-term stagnation eventually triggers a reverse push. Jung repeatedly saw in his clinical work that when someone refuses to change for too long, the psyche forces movement through collapse. Anxiety, panic, loss of meaning, broken relationships, physical symptoms. That's not punishment, it's the mind trying to save you.
It feels like I'm really reaching my limit.
Maybe that's exactly the moment to start proactively, rather than waiting for collapse to push you. You don't need to overturn your entire life at once. That can be another self-trap. You just need a very small, real, symbolically meaningful action. Clarity doesn't appear after thinking it through. It only lights up after you take a step forward.
So what should I do now?
Ask yourself one question. Today, what is the smallest step I can take? Not quitting your job, not ending relationships, not moving countries, but a small act that won't scare you away, yet says to your unconscious, I hear you. Maybe research a direction you've been afraid of, write a letter you'll never send, or walk down a street you've always wanted to go but never did. It's a ritual.
I think I understand. Starting isn't grand declarations, it's the act itself.
Exactly. The moment you start, your identity changes. You're no longer lost. You're moving forward. And even if no one sees it, your psyche remembers the movement.
And if I really take that step?
You'll find the fear doesn't disappear, but you're no longer ruled by it. And in that moment, you'll truly feel alive for the first time.
If any part of this conversation resonated with you, don't just save it, share it. Someone out there might need to hear it. And if you want to keep walking this path of inner honesty and outward action, remember to subscribe and like. You're not lost, you're just finally ready to begin.